Hello friends, today we are going to talk about a very powerful tool in Excel, and that is Power Query in Excel. It transforms the data into the Microsoft Excel, which allows you to connect with various data sources, and it loads into Excel the transformed data. It is very useful to clean up the data, and it does it very efficiently. So today we are going to learn what is Power Query, where it is used, how it is used, and we are going to talk about examples. With the examples, we are going to learn how to use the Power Query today. So this will be a very introductory video where we will be taking the data, this data which you can see here, and we will be transforming this data. We'll be applying some calculations here. We'll be adding some columns. We'll be cleaning the data. These functions we are going to perform, but Power Query is a very big and vast topic. We'll have more videos on it. So don't forget to subscribe to this channel and stay tuned for further videos. So today we are going to learn how to use Power Query in Excel. So stay tuned till the end of this video. So this is the data that we have. Here we are going to perform Power Query. We are going to first clean up the data. We can see here there are some blank cells. So we will be taking this data to the Power Query. Here we can see I have created one purposely duplicate entry here. So we will learn how to remove the duplicate, how to use the formula in Power Query, and how to use the Power Query in Excel. So let us go ahead and first open the blank Excel in which this Power Query tool will be used, and will be creating a query in that sheet only. So I will close this sheet, and uh, my new blank sheet is open over here. We'll go to data here. In data, we will first import the data. So in Power Query, we can import multiple types of data. So we'll use the Excel. So here you can see get data. Under data, from the file we can import the data from database, from Azure, and other sources as well. So we'll get the data here, we'll transform the data, and we'll use that automated file to update the data from time to time. How it is going to be used, just go ahead and learn that. So this will be very useful video today. From the Excel workbook, I will select, and I will select my data and say import. I will select that sheet which where the data is. Now you can see the data is not what I wanted. So I will transform the data. Here the transform button I will click. So I will work on this transform data to make some changes into it. Whatever calculation I want to perform, whatever automation that I want to perform, I will use this particular transformation tab. Now you can see here we have few columns added. My original data is starting from here, actual data starting from here. But I had added in my original data few additional columns and few additional rows, which I will remove from here because I do not want to work on that. So to remove that, first of all, I will remove the columns. So you can see here applied steps are automatically gets recorded, and I can use those steps for my next file. Once I come here in the next time, I will just refresh the data and all those steps will be automatically applied. That is the beauty of Power Query. So first of all, I will go here, then I will remove columns. You can see under home, remove columns. Remove columns. One column is removed. I want to remove these rows as well. So I'll go to remove rows, remove top rows. How many rows I want to remove? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll type 4 and say OK. Okay, now this data is ready. What this data is: account number, account opening month, city, etc. I want to use the first line as a header. So you can see here, use first row as a header. So So it is applied as a header to my data. Now now here there are some nulls, there are some blank columns which I want to ignore. So I will go here, I will ignore blank columns and say okay. So those columns are being ignored with the help of filter. Now this whatever changes I'm making here, it will not change my original data. It is only going to change here in a transformation file. This is the file transformation file. Now I have created one duplicate entry which I want to remove. So I will click here and then I will go to right click here and then remove duplicates. Here remove duplicates. So there are other functions also, you can explore that. One duplicate entry is removed, so that entry is also been recorded here. Now suppose I want to create, now if you see here there is additional column that has been added which I do not want my data in my data. So I will choose the column here. So this is the first thing that we need to do. What columns that we want, additional columns are created, we will ignore those columns. So I will go here and then I will select only those columns. So I will just unselect this column and my data is ready. Okay. Now I want to do some transformation or some functions on this data which I cleaned up just now. Now I want to perform some functions. For example, here we have a city, we have currency, we have currency code. Suppose I want to create additional currency code here with the help of some combination of say city or say this currency and this currency code. I want to create another currency code. So what I will do, I will need a column here. So what I will do, I will go here and add column and then I will go here columns from the examples. So first of all, this is a very basic tutorial. So we are going to learn advanced functions of Power Query in the next videos. So here I will put that what I want here. So one column has been added. So what I want, suppose for example, I want this combination of rupiah and IDR. So I will just type here the first one, rupiah dash ADR. So this is the combination I want for the second currency code and just enter. Now Power Query is suggesting me for the other entries what is the combination that I created for the first entry. It is suggesting me other combinations for other entries, the same combination for other entries. I will just check whether it is appearing correctly or not. Real ADR, rupiah ADR. So it is appearing correctly what I want it is to be appeared to. So if it is fine, then I will click OK. If it is not fine, I will correct it two or three more entries and then it will appear correctly. And then I will say OK. Okay. I will rename this, right click, rename currency code 2. And then suppose I want to perform some functions here. For example, for amount deposited greater than 1000, I want to give them say gold rating, or amount deposited from 500 to 1000, I want to give them silver rating, and likewise. For that also I will need a column, but that will be based on conditional column. So I will again go to add column and then conditional column. Here we are applying the if entry, if condition. On which column we want to apply it? We want to apply it on an amount deposited column. I will take amount deposited. What is that? Equals or greater than or equal to say 1000, and then I will write here gold. And I will first of all I will change the name. I will give the ranking as a column name. I will add a second clause. Again, amount deposited is greater than or equal to 500. Then silver. Else. Now my two conditions are over. Else below 500, all entries below 500, say bronze. And then I will say okay. Now you can see here all above 1000 are being gold, below 500 bronze. I'll check few entries, 1000 to 500 to 1000 silver, 500 silver, 900 silver. So all the entries are correct. So this is how I transform the data. Now all the steps are being recorded over here. I will check one more time if everything is okay. It looks everything is okay. My data is cleaned up. My data is transformed in whatever I want. I can add more conditions also with the help of conditional columns adding or whatever I want to do. So this is a basically basic few steps that we are learning today. Once this is done, I will go to home and then I will go to load and close and load. So this will get loaded to my this Excel sheet. And now this is the Excel sheet. This is a new Excel sheet which I will save as Power Query result. You can say saved. Okay, now this is where my Power Query data is saved. I can apply, I can analyze this data. Now I will analyze it with the basic tool in the Excel, that is pivot table. Alt DP and then finish. I'll create some basic pivot table, say currency on the row side, currency or something else, or city say, and then I will take amount deposited in sum. So this is the total amount deposited. Now if you see here, this is the total amount deposited for each of uh, this city. For New York it is 6426. I will save this. Now if the data, the original data changes, automatically this particular Power Query gets it updated. That means whatever is changed, if one entry is added in original database, automatically it will get added here. Now I will just note this down. 6426 is the total for New York amount deposited. I will close this now. I will go to my original sheet, Power Query, and for New York I will change some data. Okay, I will make this entry as 0 and 0, and then I will save this file first. Okay, and then I will go back here and again I will refresh the data which is there in my Power Query. So I will go here, I will refresh the Power Query first, and then I will refresh this pivot table and then see if my New York number changes. Can you see here the number is changed? Why? Because automatically when my original data changes, automatically my this Power Query gets updated. If the new entry is also added, it will get added below this data. So that is a use of a Power Query. So we can create this automated sheet here with the help of Power Query, and it can be used further. I hope you like this video. Do not forget to subscribe this channel to learn more and to remain ahead in your career. Thank you very much.